Visualisation actually in photography is actually pretty important, but what actually is it? Brings up, and yes, and welcome back. Yes, we have had a bit of a quite a long break. I'm not going to bore you with the ins and outs of whys, but we are now back in full swing. There's quite a lot of new stuff on the horizon, and what better way to kick it off than talking about something that you should really do with your photography. That's visualisation. So, you know me, I'm rushing around again. So let's leg it to where I need to go, and then we'll have a discuss of what it is.
We rise like tall buildings as the chemicals they take us higher. The night's young, and it's just begun as she puts her hand in mine. We wanna chase the night, wanna dance to the light, pull stars from the sky, just two hearts running wild. Never sleep, never stop, every shot from the top.
How are we? Right, pre-warn you, I might have to switch microphones because I thought this one was charged, and it was slightly, but it's telling me it's low, so I might have to switch to my shotgun. Anyway, so visualisation, what is it? Right, well, what you got to think of, let me just dig that up a little bit, there we go, is it's just a bit of a process that you use to let's say fine-tune your photograph. So basically what you're going to do is visualise what it is that you're doing. So once you've got it in your head, you've then got to try to recreate it on here on the back of the screen. So I'm going to go with an example. As I'm actually walking down, I'm looking at the conditions that are actually around me. The light, where's the light going to be coming from? It's that sort of an aim to get that final shot on the back of the camera. But you've got to go one step further, is because we all post-process. So once you've got the image, is you've then got to visualise your editing that you're actually going to use on that particular shot itself. Only with this, you break obviously visualisation down into other parts. You know, pre-visualisation, this is the light point. This is your starting point. This is, you know, more so if you're obviously doing things like portraits and stuff that's in the studio. Is you've got your subject, and you're thinking, right, where am I going to need the light to come from? Obviously in landscape, you're going to be rather restricted on where the light's coming from, because you can't alter it. It's going to come from a direction. But when you know the direction that it's coming from, that will help you then with your composition of where you're going to need to place your camera. And then obviously you're then going to move on to, once you've got that sort of, you know, in right, how you want it or how you visualising it, that's the next point of then is the composition itself. Obviously trying to keep the light from where you want it, what it is that you're trying to show. But same again, this is all in here, it's all in your head of visually of what it is that you're trying to achieve. It's really difficult with landscape, like I say, is because you can't control where the light's coming from, but you can manipulate it. That's the key. So when I say about manipulating it, how do you manipulate the light that you're around you? Well, this is where you've got your filters. I do a lot of that sort of thing actually post-processing. Obviously this is where you've got graduating filters, and the only thing that I tend to use obviously out in the field is polarizer and the ND filters. Same again, I'm manipulating the light. But all of this is visually up here. When I'm looking at here is, you know, when post-processing, what can I do with it? And I do that before I even took the shot, because it's pointless getting it home and then trying to edit something that it's good to have it in here of, yeah, that's good. I can alter this. I know I'm going to get a bit of noise there, so I'm going to have to remove that. The lights come from this way. I'm going to put, this is all part of this visualization. And for this first one, I've got the composition set of how I want it, but I'm just now waiting for the light. And hopefully, this is a, you know, I've got to rely on Mother Nature here, but hopefully the light is going to come over there. Okay, so let's talk you through this one. I've actually got pebble. Normally I actually go on to pebble point. I'm just a little bit back, so I've got. You can't really see there's a big bush in the way, which is a shame because you know, it would have been nice to actually have had the watchtower in it, but never mind. We've actually got the grass verge to the left. It's a bit like a bit of a bowl, and then we've got the sea, but it's a big gap in the cloud, which was what caught my eye as I was walking down. And hopefully when that sun rises, which should be around about now-ish, it should be about now-ish, not actually going to get the sunrise because we do have a lot of cloud which is to the left. There's that big gap there, which I'm sort of like hoping we're going to, yeah, be able to sort of like use in this. And the idea of this is more to show, yeah, it's a nice calm sea actually, really nice and calm. And yeah, show a bit of moody cloud around, and then the nice sort of like blue spot. But it's not really going to be blue because it's sort of like, you know, you're coming out of blue hour into sunrise. So it's going to be sort of, yeah, it'll be interesting. But visually in my head, I'm looking at this and I'm thinking, I know how to edit that, but I went one step further than that because I knew before I took it, because I want to get some of the colours as well, is I'm going to have to expose your bracket because I need to get the colour and the detail of the grass verge here as well, you know, the cliff edge, while trying to get some of the detail in that in the cloud. But because I've got a break in the cloud there, it's very white. So I need to expose your bracket this purely because I want to get the detail of it all. This one, same again. I'll visualise what it is I actually wanted. I haven't moved, I've just actually moved the camera, and this is the whole point of the spot that I chose, because I've got a couple of options. And so basically what I've done is just move slightly to the left here. And now we've obviously got Old Harry and that is to the left. Right down actually in front of me, it's a little bit messy, but I'm actually quite liking it. Got to colour the buildings. Just to the right is going to be Peveril Point. The light is actually to the right, and the clouds that are just above are going to look really nice when I actually do the post-process on it, because there's a bit of a trick that I use, and it's really going to bring out the moodiness of them clouds. I think it's going to be fantastic. And I'm actually going to do this in two lots, because I'm going to do one that's not exposure bracketed. I'm going to do one that is, because I've got a feeling in my head, I'm looking at it, I'm thinking I might need to exposure bracket this one, but I'm also thinking it's going to look good without. Big dynamic range there, but visually I think, do you know what, I'll let you decide. Hold on, we still have a bit of battery left, we're okay. Pain this is. What why? You know, the first time out for a long time, and we've all done it. Ain't the first time I've done it, and it ain't gonna be the last time I've probably done it. Oh, dear. So in a nutshell, visualization, it's all about having what it is that you want in your head. And this is the whole point of this, is that if you've got this idea in your head of how you want it, and you can recreate it on the back of your camera or by alterations in your post-processing, that's the key, because it's getting to show what it is that you want to show. And this is the difference between well, actually, I mean, a good example of this is like when you see a lot of people doing things on Instagram. And have you ever seen those ones where it's, you know, Instagram versus reality? And this is the same sort of thing, is that they're showing what it is that they want to show, and visually they are manipulating what it is that they need to get the final image. And then, you know, you go to these places and you look at it and think, well, it's nothing like that person showed on the photograph. Well, no, because visually they've changed it and they've made it look how they've wanted it to do. And I mean, to me, I think it's quite clever when they do that, really, you know. I mean, but yeah, I mean, some people disagree, but but like I say, visually, that's what it is that they've wanted to show, and they've managed to achieve it. That basically is the visualization. That's looking really nice. Getting some colours coming up there now. Might be able to get another one in before my battery dies. And I've actually, I'm looking a bit dark there. Hope you can see me all right. I've actually gone back that way again because the colours are changing. I knew they would, because as that sun risen, as I said earlier, I knew that was going to change. And might wait, because it's really moody there, and that's really light there. Oh, I don't know, it just, yeah, I'm going to do another one from over here, but in my head I know what it is I want to capture, and now I'm just thinking of how to do it. There we go, visualization. Basically what it is visualizing in your head of what it is that you're trying to achieve. Off me bacon sandwich and a cup of tea, and hopefully the petrol station's open. Look at that view. Just look at that. Ah, beautiful. Oh dear. Anyway, till next time, thanks for joining us, and I'll see you on the next one. Take care, stay safe, and we'll see you soon.